Jews. They are Jewish. And the biggest Jews are known as kaijus.
What? How does that?
And what else is Japanese? Hentai. I mean Power Rangers.
I'm not putting two and two together here.
Team RWBY, the main characters of the show named after them.
And Godzilla, king of the monsters. What?
He's not Wiz and I'm not Boomstick.
And it's our job to aid!
Analyze the weapons, armors, and skills to find out who to win or not Death Battle. We've already discussed this team before, but that was all separately. It's no secret that they're stronger as a single unit.
Formed after a battle with evil Flappy Bird, Team RWBY was the team formed from Ruby Rose, Weiss Schnee, Belladonna, and Xiao Long.
They were a team. They did team things. Then shit went bang, and they were split. But it's okay now because they're back together and did some things.
This team is led by Ruby Rose, the protagonist and bland character speeches extraordinaire.
Yay! Ruby Rose was born the child of Summer Rose and Taiyang Xiao Long on the island of Patch, a small slab of dirt somewhere to the left of the mainland.
Ruby Rose was raised as a fighter, and her mom also died, but that's not important.
Ruby Rose was taught by her uncle Crow Bronwyn in how to fight with a sniper scythe. Like all good masters too, he didn't teach her the much more practical, useful, and faster fighting style that uses the freaking sword. Because, as we all know, farming tools are deadlier than murder weapons.
Ruby Rose wields a scythe named Crescent Rose, a high-caliber sniper scythe that has 3 different forms. A compact mode for carrying, a useless gun mode, and a powerful scythe mode.
This scythe is so sharp it can slice a tree clean in half with one half-hearted swing, and powerful enough to shake this giant mech with a single shot.
Ruby Rose is also skilled enough to use it to block bullets by spinning it. She's able to use it for offense, and basically just offense, with very minimal defense beyond just spinning it in a circle.
RWBY is mostly known for her speed, as a result of her semblance, the physical manifestation of her aura, which is a protective, well, aura powered by her soul that heals minor wounds and protects from damage. However, without it, well, she's pretty much just an average little gal.
Her semblance is speed, allowing her to do exactly what you think, speed, and also move really fast. She's easily fast enough to dodge and deflect bullets with ease, and move faster than the eye can see.
And with her speed, she's strong enough to lift this big grim that's as heavy as a T-Rex.
No, it's not! This thing might be as large as a T-Rex, but it'd be silly to think that they're the same weight. For one thing, a Tyrannosaurus Rex does not need to fly. This does. The thing is more likely as heavy as a giant raven, as not only is most of its sleek made up of tail feathers, but also, it's a bird! Tyrannosaurus didn't have hollow bones. So assuming that Evermore is even sharing the same material as a raven, it'd be around 16 kilograms or 35 pounds. Not really that impressive.
Still, she's strong enough to cut down trees and break grim, and take hits from building little foes, even ones potentially higher, like Nora.
Despite this, RWBY is a moron. While obviously the show is trying to make her seem smart, her strategies are stupid as hell, and her fighting style is so straightforward that she literally just runs in a straight line into her opponents.
That's alright though, as while she lacks the overall intelligence and more power, that's made up for in support she gets from her team, like Weiss Schnee, heiress to the Schnee Dust Company.
Weiss Schnee was born to a cunt named Colonel Sanders. Then she left and came here.
Weiss Schnee is physically the weakest of her team. She can't take as many hits, dish out as much punishment, or really move as fast. Despite this, she's still invaluable to the team due to her support and variety. Okay, yes.
She can use fire, ice, earth, wind, and even dilate time to increase the speed of her teammates.
She can create ice swords, giant ice slides, giant ice walls, and even gianter ice walls, capable of taking blasts, well, from this mech.
She can make cyan-colored shields to block chainsaws, and combine these with a semblance. That time-dilating thing? Yeah, that's her semblance. Glyphs.
With glyphs, she can make glyphs that do things. Normally, the glyphs act as platforms that allow her to stand in midair and traverse the air easier.
She can also use black glyphs that either push or pull things to and from them, and summon her fallen enemies.
These include a Bulbatus to get shot, a Lancer Cream to ride, and extra coverage in the air, and an Arm Gigas to just literally slice the shit out of things. She can also make them smaller, and teleport them. Yay!
Overall, while Weiss is physically pretty unimpressive, she makes up for a wide array of support options and spread moves.
But for a more direct, accurate approach, one need look no furthermore up the tree stump downhill than the Blackie Daddy Nightshade.
Belladonna is a faunus. One haunted by Itachi Uchiha's best friend whom she stabbed, she is arguably the most skilled and hard-to-hit member of the team.
That's offensive to Itachi!
Unfortunately, Itachi barely is offensive to him. He's better than Adam.
Blake is once again physically only around RWBY's level of strength and durability, while heavily lacking in RWBY's speed. However, her semblance makes up for it.
Blake's semblance is shadow, allowing her to produce essentially shadow clones for extra coverage, taking hits and gaining extra height by throwing her upwards.
With dust, these shadows can even be given different properties, like exploding, being rocks, and freezing, which she can do to trap enemy weapons.
She does this by also using a weapon Gamble Shroud, which is a gun, sword, dual sword, kusarigama, and grappling hook weapon.
This weapon combined with a skill makes her a deadly force of whirling blades and shooting. She can even fire purple laser beams from the ground.
With that said, not much more can be said about Blake. Unlike the other members of Team RWBY, she lacks a glaring weakness and is the best overall fighter. But when you've got your point speedster, your back-end coverage, and all-arounder, what else could you need but good old-fashioned raw power?
Young Xiao Long is the bravest of the team, able to jiggle and wiggle and
punch things in the face! Yang is by far the most powerful in raw power. She is strong enough to send people flying with a light punch and shake buildings. She can destroy this giant mech's arm in one punch and destroy it entirely in another. She can match Nora Valkyrie, and it's just so strong. Who the hell is Nora Valkyrie?
She's also tough enough to be slammed through multiple concrete pillars, or wooden, it's up to you. Land at terminal velocity through a ceiling and take hits from Mercury Black. Who could stop this ridiculous smashing strike from Yatsuhashi? Yay!
While speed is not her forte, her raw strength and durability is enough for that. She also has her shotgun gauntlets and Berselica. These fire long-range blasts for extra range and variety.
That brings us to her biggest weakness, however, which is also her biggest strength. Yang is very straightforward. She's a blunt beat stick, okay, who can't do much but run in, break something, take hits, and break more things. She lacks in any versatility and abilities, but she really doesn't need it. How is this for her strength? Well, because of her semblance. It allows her to absorb the kinetic energy she takes and use it to increase power and speed. While she used to suck at this, she as of late has begun to use it more sparingly for short bursts of power, which is something Iki Kurigane knew how to do from the start, so I guess Yang is just as smart as not with.
Haha, warranted self-loathing.
Isn't it unwarranted self-loathing?
I know what I said.
But together as a team, Team RWBY is a team with no eye, but all a team, and they team really well together as a team up.
Together they were able to defeat the Nevermore, Team Juniper, the Elysian Paladin, Team Arbin, and... oh my god, I think that's it.
Yeah, Team RWBY work well together, but most of their accomplishments occurred when backed up by other people, like Crow or Team Juniper. Where did Akira come from? Whatever.
The biggest flaw of Team RWBY is that they're just not that impressive. While they're all decently strong in their own, they just haven't got the credentials to their name that other fictional teams like the Power Rangers have.
Even then, I wouldn't fuck with Team RWBY, cause they are lightning and the storm is growing deadly. When it falls, they'll move onward. Not there yet to back the fairy tale with a dream to catch.
Wait, we already fucked with them though. Do you remember when we killed them all?
Oh yeah.
The four of you retrieve the White Knight pieces. From this day forward, you will work together as Team RWBY.
Dai Kaiju is a term referring to large strange beasts. This is the term often used to refer to large Japanese monsters, more accurate to the more common term kaiju.
And of the big five kaiju, King Ghidorah, Mothran, Rodan, and Mechagodzilla, one stands above the rest. King of the monsters, Gojira.
Born when a new kid of place and one of the multiple origins came up, Godzilla is a big-ass monster, standing at over 300 meters tall and weighing a lot. Godzilla is a definition of the ultimate giant monster.
Godzilla is a living nuclear reactor. He oozes radiation from his body in such mass that whole cities can be left uninhabitable in his wake.
There's a lot to talk about involving Godzilla. Turn around and keep it simple and only talk about the Final Wars Godzilla, who is not 300 meters tall, he's only 100 meters tall. But that's still fucking big.
This Godzilla is a force of nature, able to destroy basically anything in his way. His single best feat of strength involved evidently throwing the 100,000-ton Kaiser Ghidorah, who is not his rival, by the way.
And also throwing the spider kaiju Kumonga over the horizon.
The horizon is 1.2 miles or 19.6 kilometers away, and Kumonga flew that distance in 2.5 seconds. This means he was thrown at 7,840 meters per second, or 17,537.5 miles per hour. At 30,000 tons, this means Kumonga is thrown with 921,984 billion joules, or 220,000 tons of TNT.
That's a lot of strength. But even then, that doesn't match the speed. Wait, yes it does. Godzilla is slow!
Even considering that, he was able to fight against Mach 3 plus enemies like Gigan, who can match the speed of Mothra.
But who needs speed when you're basically indestructible?
Not many! Godzilla is so incredibly durable it's almost impossible to damage him. He at minimum survived the Castle Bravo nuclear explosion in 1954 that measured at over 18 megatons.
That's a lot! He also survived being thrown through buildings and being attacked from all sorts of kaiju, from literal bugs to giant cyborg chicken laser side things.
He also regenerates at a rapid pace due to his cells, and can take all sorts of human weaponry.
Then there's his signature atomic breath. So powerful it dragged a giant lobster and literal giant turd through an entire city with one blast! Their combined weight is 120,000 tons. It can also one-shot Gigan and the Kaiser Ghidorah,
who is the upgraded version of Monster X, who previously tanked that shot. His atomic breath is even fast enough to reach the outer atmosphere in 5 seconds, moving at Mach 55.
And this blast stopped Gorath, an asteroid that is officially 62,000 times the mass of the Earth.
That's 370 septillion, 264 sextillion tons. Assuming the planet-ending thing was only a multi-continent level surface-ending thing, Godzilla's atomic breath was able to slow it to only a city-level impact. Taking into account that he turned the impact from 29 quintillion tons to only 10 million tons of TNT, he must have shot this asteroid with 269 octillion, 376 septillion, 490 sextillion newtons, or 27 quintillion, 468 quadrillion, 757 trillion, 424 billion, 808,677,000 megatons, or around 30 yotatons of force.
Enough to blow up a large planet of Jupiter. And that wasn't even his strongest blast! Somehow!
No, that would be the red spiral ray he whizzed out at the end. This burning G-Sparky ray was so powerful, it launched a 100,000 ton Kaiser Ghidorah into space and disintegrated him. And that guy was in the asteroid he shot!
My god, is there anything that can stop this mighty beast?
Well, you see, no. Godzilla was able to take down Anguirus, Rodan, Gigan, King Caesar, Kaiser Ghidorah, Hedorah, Ebora, Kamacuras, Kamanga, and Zilla all in one strafe.
In the end, Godzilla isn't called the king of monsters for nothing. He's called for something. Yes! Alright, the team is ready and the mantra is set. Let's end this debate that was actually brought up at times in real life once and for all.
It's time for a not-death battle!
Fight!
Wow, that was quick! But how? This forum states that RWBY can win with teamwork.
Yeah, that is if they could even injure him. Godzilla's durability is so insane that other kaiju that can match his power like Monster X can barely injure him.
Are you saying that the large building level members of Team RWBY cannot injure the large planet level Godzilla?
Yes, case closed. Godzilla is stronger, more durable, his atomic breath is faster than any member of Team RWBY, and one blast could easily just destroy the city they're in and wipe out Team RWBY in a single shot. I don't even think we need to address the aura means one-shotting them is impossible misconception, do we?
Honestly, I think this is just stupid. I mean, like, obviously Godzilla wins, because he's big, so, yeah.
All in all, Team RWBY should have just knelt before their king.
The winner is Gojira, or Godzilla. Oh god, Godzilla. No,
Next time on Not Death Battle!
Shitty, don't come after me, Nemesis!
Across this great nation, almost everyone has been affected in one way or another by this terrible tomato onslaught. Mrs. Williams, I understand your husband is missing.
Yes,
Do you think he's dead?
Well,
Will you miss him?
Well,
Will you marry again? What if he's laying in a ditch somewhere, with both his legs broken, calling your name? You will have to find another man, you know. You're no spring chicken.
Lives are shattered. The nation is in chaos. Death and destruction sweeps the country. Foursquare Productions presents perhaps the funniest film ever made.
Roll!
Aura, powered by a soul that heals mind and word. Words!
Heals minor words. Words and letters. Ruby Rose's semblance and aura heals minor ones.
It doesn't help that it's cut off there.
Yes.
There you go, there's your first blooper if there's any more. Hey, can I please say that word?
No. You're not allowed to say cunt. If you say it, I'm just gonna blop it out, you know.
Yeah, I know,
Sorry.
you will. Hey, this is Hwen saying cunt. Oh, for fuck's sakes! She's still invaluable to the team due to her support and by...
Agra. Viagra helps.
She's still invaluable to the team due to her support and Viagra. I mean, variety. Okay, yeah.
She can use fire, ice, earth, wind, and even dilate time to increase the speed of her teammates. Maybe that's why John liked her so much. She brings Viagra with her.
Oh, yeah.
I put two and two together. I got the answer.
Maybe Jax, you know, the Weiss's father, isn't that much of a dick after all. Gave her some Viagra.
He's not as much of a dick. That's why he needs the Viagra too.
Wait, me?
No. Anyway.
After 1,000 years, I'm still a virgin. Not with his age confirmed. No. Yep.
Blake's.
She's also tough enough to be slammed through multiple wooden pillars.
Wooden? What? Why did I write wooden? It's concrete. Oh my god! What? It's concrete.
It speaks for itself.
Rewrite it as concrete, man. No,
We-
just like re-say it.
Oh, we're not gonna rewrite it? Okay. And I thought I need to proofread. Wow!
I do too sometimes.
Ruby Rose was taught by her uncle Quo. Okay.